today I'll be talking about their role in helping to save the Tasmanian Devil. So how are Tasmanian Devils so unique?
Well, the Tasmanian Devils are unique in the fact that they're endemic to Tasmania. They're one of the largest carnivorous marsupials in the world as well. And there's actually quite a few things that make them unique. They have the strongest jaw pressure of any animal in the world as well, in size comparison. So that's pretty cool just to begin with. Plus all the other stuff that they have. So they're able to breed, they're able to store semen, for example. That's a multi-sire. So there's actually quite a bit that we'll be able to cover in a few more questions.
Yep. So how are Tasmanian Devils misunderstood?
Well, they're misunderstood in the first thing that the settlers thought back in around 1930s was actually that these guys were killing their stock, so their cattle and their sheep and that. So they actually had a bad rap to begin with. So a Tasmanian Devil was a 10 kilo animal. They're not going to take down a sheep or a cow. But in those days, the settlers actually gave them a really bad name and actually introduced a bounty on them. So it was 25 cents for a male and 35 cents for a female back then, which is actually quite a lot of money. So they actually hunted them until they were near extinction and then protected from 1941.
So tell me a bit about the history of devil facial tumour disease.
Yep, so devil facial tumour disease is one of 4 diseases that are basically transmissible between animal to animal through contact, so it's contagious. It was actually 1996 when it was first photographed. 1997 was the first time it actually got examined by a vet, and ever since then, been 20 years since the first photograph of the disease, and it's nearly wiped out 80 to 90% of the population.
Gosh,
yeah.
Terrifying.
So it is very terrifying. So it's a cancer, and what happens to the devil is they actually starve to death. So they'll grow tumours throughout their mouth, throughout their face. It's quite horrific, but they actually starve to death within about 4 months of getting that disease. And yeah, so devils don't see cancer as a foreign body, so they won't actually fight against it. So that's why it's so rapid through their body as well. So yeah, it's quite bad.
So what success have you had here at Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary with your devil breeding program?
Yeah, so Currumbin's been part of the insurance or the breeding program since 2005 when it was first started. So within those years we've had quite a success in breeding our Tasmanian Devils. Although we do only have a limited few, we have had success in the past. We're actually one of the first parks to breed devils in a captive environment on mainland, excluding Tasmania obviously.
Yep.
And yeah, so this year we've actually got a breeding female that actually has 2 males waiting for her, so she's a very lucky woman. And yeah, hopefully we'll have some success with that. The breeding season starts as of March, so we're in breeding season now, and we're expecting her to find a lucky male in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, scaly breasted.
That was random.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, so fingers crossed that we'll get some baby Tasmanian Devils, so it's actually called imps.
Alright.
So yeah.
And I've heard that they're only, when they're first born, the size of the rice.
Yeah, that's correct. So when they're first born, so their gestation's about 21 days. So they're only pregnant for 21 days. And then they'll actually give birth to about 40 young. So that's actually quite a lot, but only about 4 teeth. So we can only have 4 devils at once. But on average, about 2 to 3 baby devils at a time that a mum can have.
Yep. So what can everyday people do to help save Tasmanian Devils?
Yep, so there's actually quite a few foundations, including Save the Tasmanian Devil Fund or Devil Ark, which does a lot of work and research into Tasmanian devils and the devil facial tumour disease. So without help from them, then we wouldn't have this species left in the wild. So for everyday people like ourselves, whether it be to donate some money towards them or buy some merchandise that goes towards the devils, it could be as easy as that. Or just even get across the conservation aims of the Tasmanian Devil to friends and family to get their name out there.
Yeah, well thank you for talking to me.
No worries, thank you very much. Thank you.